Hi guys, it's a bit late in the day to start doing this, but I'm going to do it because I haven't done one today. Paper Aeroplane from the complete book of Paper Aeroplanes by David Woodruff that cost me £1.25 in a charity shop. We're working our way through it. This is the next one on the list. Unicorn Record Breaker. The deal is you're supposed to rip the page out and follow the fold lines, and the instructions are there. If you do that, then you're ripping out the instructions for the next one. So you either start from the back of the book or work forwards, or photocopy it, and it does actually advise you to do that in the front somewhere. Well, never mind, it says it there somewhere. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a piece of scrap paper and follow the instructions. It does tell you printed side up, printed side down. That's the printed side up, and I just use the printed side as the printed side up. So we start off with it down and fold it over. There is a link in the video description to an Amazon affiliate link for this book. Although I looked at it the other day and there weren't very many available. There were second-hand ones available. So if you do buy a second-hand one, make sure you read the listing carefully in case they tell you they've ripped all the pages out already, in which case it'd be an empty book. Not much point buying it then, is there? This one had quite a few missing, but I was able to work it out. If that page was missing, I was able to work it out from the folding instructions. And if the instructions were missing, then I just had to try and work it out from the folds. Right, done that. Fold those back. Sounds like it's coming on to rain out there at the moment. Alright, let's fold them and then fold them back again. Then fold this part, flip the page back over, yes, and then fold it that way. The reason they tell you, which way to fold it and to turn it over and that is so you get the folds in the right direction, because you get valley folds and mountain folds, depending on whether you go up or down. Right, so we did that. Now fold this one over there. For those of you who say you can't clearly see what I'm doing, well, I'm really not trying to show you what I'm doing. I'm showing you that I can copy the instructions. So if you go and buy the book, you'd have the instructions. Or if you look very carefully, you can see them in the video. Right, done that. Lots of folds there. Now fold this one back up here. How far do we fold it now? That's going to be a bit of a problem. Judging that, I think that looks about right. Yeah. Right, now we're going to get to a complicated fold. Flip it over, pull that corner down, with it that's not so bad, that's not so bad. If we just make sure it stays in place, there we go. So we've got some sort of a fancy needle nose going on there. Okay, that's the clever bit. Right, now fold the plane in half. Which way? Oh, this one's got a slot cut out of it as well. Looks like it's that way that we fold it. And we need some scissors for this bit. Let's just put a fold in for here. That looks like that's going to go right down to about there somewhere. At the back. Something like that. If that's too short, that bit at the back there, then I find they don't go very straight if you haven't folded it enough. Right, let's get that one in. I think I've been a bit generous. It's going to go up the other way. Let's get this side done. If you want to see a guy do really good paper aeroplanes, Mahir Cave, I think he calls his channel now. It used to be something slightly different, but he's changed it. There's probably going to be a link to that in the video description. Now come on. How can that be wrong? That's wrong. I've cut that in the wrong direction, but that's the right way. No, I must have done it the wrong way. Oh dear. Right, in that case I'm going to do this, which is going to make it right, but it's going to be slightly wrong at the back now. Oh, made a mess of that, Grandad. That should have been oh, we are making a mess. I've torn it now. That's supposed to be slightly bigger. And I cut it in the wrong direction. Well, we'll see if it flies anyway. I've lifted the camera up because this one's still climbing when it gets to this end of the room. This one gave me some trouble. If you remember, I cut the tail wrong. I really couldn't get this one to fly well, so I refolded it. So that's the same design, but the tail is the right way round. Still took quite a bit of trimming to get it to fly nicely. I have to gently curve it up at the back, or at least this is what I've needed to do, and then it does fly beautifully straight when you launch it right. I also find all these bits sticking down here, I keep getting my fingers stuck on them, so sometimes it shoots off at quite an angle. These bits here, I just find it's right where I want to put my fingers and they're getting caught. So I have actually glued them in place. Front's getting a bit bent. But yeah, we got some good flights with that in the end. And it certainly does the distance with no trouble at all. So I was thinking a school hallway or something like that, you can get a good distance end to end. So yeah, gave me trouble, but we got there in the end.